welcome back to my channel, TorAthena, where I'm really annoyed again because I just filmed an entire 5-minute comic review, which is quite long for a comic review, and it's the memory card error thing again, which it did with my regression video, and I've got to do it all over again. But let's stop moping and let's get filming. Today I am reviewing, again, Underwinter by issue 1. This is actually the third time. I'm losing patience greatly. This is by Image Comics and is written and drawn by the critically acclaimed Ray Four. This actually came out in March and is his monthly horror series. The first issue is called Symphony and is this one. And it's one of those comics that are incredibly difficult to review. It doesn't really give a lot away in the first issue, and I also get the impression that each issue is going to be a different story from what it sounds like. This particular one is a painted story of music and cruelty told in the modern times. The art is incredibly vague. It's a very rough sketch with a very rough watercolour all over it. It's as vague as the storytelling, which makes me think, is that done on purpose? Is it meant to be as vague as the writing? Because if you look at certain panels, certain imagery has impeccable amount of detail. And if that's the case, then I like the fact that they've done that to match the writing, where still using detail to highlight where you're meant to be paying attention is an interesting way of using art as a narrative in comic books. And if it's not, then he should at least lie and say that it is. The writing is also incredibly vague, to the point where it actually starts with 2 pages of just what I took as incredibly pretentious style writing. I liked it, it goes well with the comic, but it also reminds me of what my teenage angst self would have written in a journal. Like, to the point where I'm gonna do a dramatic reading of it. Is that what you want? I'm doing it anyway. I keep having these nightmares, and I think I know why. Candles guttering in the deep, yawning dark, throwing a light across the strings of the scroll, across the lacquered body. Blind, held close to a bow drawn across the sound of the first note. A slash of silk brushing over skin, like the frills of a passing deep-sea fish. Scent of limes. I get to thinking this is the worst part, the part just before it starts to hurt. And then I am played, and it's truly awful. It's not my voice that makes a sound. It's my bruised ribs, struck hit with the, I don't know how to say that, hit with the bow, and not the hair. It's my welted skin, the jetty strokes, where bow bounces again and again in ricochet. And then, as the music intensifies, subtle, tremolo, I'm not a musician, okay? Then it is also my voice, and there's a pain that is beyond imagining, beyond sanity, and I weep because I don't want it to end. That's the bit I'm talking about. Yeah, it goes very well, it goes very hand in hand with the story because it's all kind of vague and it doesn't really explain a lot. That kind of sets up the entire premise of that issue, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's just, I can't get past goth Lucy writing in a diary, writing something like that, you know? I can't get past it. And okay, it may seem like I'm really beating on this comic a lot, but I have to admit I loved it. As vague as it was, and although it's not my favourite style of art, it's not my favourite style of writing, it did its job. It kept me intrigued. It wanted me to find out more. And I really hope they do carry on this particular story because I want to know what's going on. There's so much like hinted to that I want to know, you know? I'm actually really glad that I'm kind of behind on some of my comics. With this being out in March, if I'm really enjoying this comic, there's a couple of comics I can pick up now and sink my teeth into this collection, so I'm excited. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you read any of these comics? Have you caught up to it? Does it continue the story? Let me know. I mean, I'm going to be picking up the issues anyway, but it's nice to know. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe because I'm close to 5,000 and I do geeky videos every day, so, you know, it's kind of worth sticking around. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.